Hi guys, welcome back to Fahmina's creation. I'm Fahmina back with another crochet stitch today, and it's called the Jacob's ladder crochet stitch. For this project I am using slipknot yarn, 4mm crochet hook size and a scissor. We'll start with a slip knot. So in order to achieve this 5 grid loops, you will need 30 chains. So if you want to make a wider project, just keep adding 30 more chains. To create your chain, wrap the yarn around your crochet hook like this and pull through. That's the first chain. Wrap the yarn around again and pull through. Second chain. So just go ahead and keep crocheting multiples of 30 chains, and then I'll show you how to do the next steps. Now I've finished my 30 chains and I'm going to start row 1. I will start by doing a chain 1 space, and from the second chain from my crochet hook I'm going to start crocheting single crochet. I'm going to count 1, 2 from my crochet hook. I'll count the second chain, and now I'm going to put my crochet hook through the second chain and pull up a loop. I've got 2 loops in my crochet hook, wrap the yarn around, pull through both. That's my first single crochet done. Now I'll move to the next chain and do another single crochet. Next chain, another single crochet. So just go ahead and keep crocheting single crochet, 1 single crochet in 1 chain space throughout this row, and I will meet you at the end. So I've come to the end of row 1. I'm just going to turn my work around to start row 2. I'm going to start with chain 1. Now I'm going to crochet double crochet from the very first chain of this row here, and I'm going to crochet 5 double crochet in a row for the next 5 chain spaces. So let's start. So wrap the yarn around your crochet hook, put your crochet hook through the very first chain and pull through a loop. Got 3 loops in my crochet hook, wrap the yarn around, pull through 2, wrap the yarn around and pull through 2. First double crochet done. Now wrap the yarn around again, move to the next chain and do exactly the same. So you need to crochet 5 double crochet. So that's 3 and 5. So I've done my 5 double crochet. Now time to do 10 chains in order to create this rib or loop. So from here, after your 5 double crochet, start doing 10 chains. So wrap the yarn around and pull through. That's your first chain. So I've done my 10 chains. Now I'm going to fold it like this, but make sure that it's not twisted, facing the same side. Fold it like this into half, and now put your crochet hook through this loop from the last 5th double crochet that you have done. Put your crochet hook through that loop and do a slip stitch, and try to do it very tightly so that there be no gap in between. That's my slip stitch done. I'm just going to tighten it a bit, and first loop is also done. Now I'm just going to move to the next chain here, and from there I'm going to crochet 5 double crochet again in the next 5 chain spaces. 5. Time for my second 10 chain space. So I'm going to do 10 chains now. 1, 2, 10. Now I'm going to fold them in half and coming back to the last double crochet that I have done, and there find the loop from the double crochet, not the chain, is in the corner. You'll find it in the corner. So there, put your crochet hook through and do a slip stitch. So that's done. Second loop. Move to the next chain now and repeat the same steps for the next 5 chain. There will be double crochet followed by 10 chain loop like this, and then again 5 double crochet, repeating these steps until you come to the end of row 2, and I'll meet you there again. End of row 2. Now start row 3. If you are after this kind of stripy look, here you would like to change the yarn. So in order to do that, just you have to do a slip stitch and then cut your yarn and attach the new yarn. But for the purpose of showing you this tutorial, I'm not going to change the color. Instead, I'm just going to use the same color and it will look equally beautiful. If you are after stripy looks like this, then every 2 rows you have to change the color. So let's start row 3. Turn your work around and start with a chain 1 space followed by single crochet. We'll go to the very first chain here and start doing our single crochet. So that's the first single crochet. Now move to the next chain and do another single crochet. Move to the next chain, another single crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 single crochet. Now we have come to this 10 chain space. Here we'll put this 10 chain space forward because this is going to be our front side and this is the back side. So as you can see here, the back side is just stripes. There's no design like this showing. So this is why, as this is going to be our front side, we are putting this chain forward. And now try to find the 6th chain, which would be in the other side of this 10 chain loop. Now in the 6th chain, I'm going to do a 6 single crochet. 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now we are back to another 10 chain space, so I'm putting it to the front like this, and in the other side of it we'll find our next chain. So I'm going to do another single crochet there. So like this, just go ahead and keep crocheting 1 single crochet in each chain space for the rest of this row 3, and I'll meet you at the end. So finish crocheting row 3. Time to start row 4. So turn your work around and start row 4 with a chain 1. Now row 4 is the same as row 2, where we have done 5 double crochet followed by 10 chain space like this, then 5 double crochet, repeat of these steps. So I've done chain 1. Now we'll start our double crochet from the very first chain of this row. 5. Time for 10 chain space. So start doing 10 chains, wrap the yarn and pull through 1, 2 and 10. Okay. And now fold it in half, and the last double crochet that you have done, put your crochet hook through the corner loop of that double crochet and do a slip stitch there. That's done. Now move to the next and do 5 double crochet in the next 5 chain spaces. That's 1 and 5. From the very next chain, start doing 5 double crochet again. 1 and 5. So just go ahead and keep repeating these steps until you come to the end of this row. End of row 4. Row 5 was single crochet row. So I'm going to turn my work around and I'll start with a chain 1. So here we are basically repeating what we have done in row 3. So just go ahead and do that. Basically I've shown you all these steps that you will need to know to crochet your Jackob ladder stitch. Just keep adding the rows, keep repeating rows 4 and 5, and once you get your desired length, so you'll just put the loops like this, one by one. Second loop is going through the first loop, and then if there's another row, that loop would go inside this loop and would stay like this. Now we'll start very last row of our project and start with a chain 1, and then followed by 5 double crochet starting from this very first chain space. So after the 5th double crochet, we are going to try and find the middle chain of the 10 chain space. Here, put your crochet hook through that loop from that chain and do a slip stitch there. Okay, so that's done. Now move to the very next chain here and start doing double crochet for the next 5 chain space. So just go ahead and keep repeating these steps. 5 double crochet, then joining with the highest point of your 10 chain space to have it attached with your project for the rest of this row. That's the end of your last row. Once you finish, just do a slip stitch or chain 1 to tighten your project and cut the yarn. That's the end of today's project. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Until next time, bye.